Good afternoon, everyone. I am Denise Nica Gonzalgo. Reaching a selection decision. The most critical step is the decision to accept or reject applicants. This requires systematic consideration of all the relevant information about applicants. It is common to use summary forms and checklists to ensure that all of the pertinent information has been included in the evaluation of the applicants. Summarizing information about applicants. Fundamentally, an employer is interested in what an applicant can do and will do. The can-do factors include a candidate's knowledge and skills, as well as the aptitude or the potential for acquiring new knowledge and skills. While the will-do factors include the candidate's motivation, interests, and other personality characteristics. Decision-making strategy. The strategic use for making personal decisions for one category of jobs might differ from that used for another category. The strategy used to select managerial and executive personnel, for example, will be different than the strategy used to select clerical and technical personnel. 1. Should the individuals be hired according to their highest potential or according to the needs of the organization? 2. At what grade or wage level should the individual be hired? 3. Should the selection be concerned primarily with the finding of an ideal employee to job, or should the candidate's potential for advancement in the organization be considered? 4. To what extent should those who are not qualified but are qualifiable be considered? 5. Should be overqualified individuals be considered? And lastly, number 6. What effect will a decision have on the firm meeting its affirmative action plans and diversity consideration? Clinical approach. In the clinical approach to decision-making, those making the selection decision review all the data on the applicants. Then, on the basis of their understanding of the job and the individuals who have been successful in that job, they make decision. Each evaluator assigns different weights to applicants' strengths and weaknesses. Unfortunately, personal biases and stereotypes are frequently covered up by what appear to be rational reasons for either accepting or rejecting a candidate. Plus, it can lead to homogeneous workforce because according to the attraction, selection, attrition or ASA model, people are often tempted to hire application like themselves. Statistical approach. In contrast to the clinical approach, the statistical approach to decision-making is more objective. It involves identifying the most valid predictors and weighting them using statistical methods such as multiple regression. Final decision. In large organizations, managers or supervisors usually make final decision about whom to hire and tell it to the human resource department. HR personnel notify external applicants about the decision and make them job offers. They should confirm the details of the job and specify a deadline the applicant must reach a decision. Rejecting both internal and external candidates is a difficult task, but rejecting internal candidates can be particularly tricky. Most internal candidates seeking a promotion are valuable employees their firms would rather not lose. Lastly, organizations should not fail to notify candidates who are not chosen for the position. Not letting them know about the employment decision can jeopardize that relationship, which is the same is true for internal candidates.
Created using Powtoon.